Washington, D.C. is named after George Washington, the United States' first president, and Christopher Columbus. D.C. is not a state and does not have voting representation in Congress, resulting in the slogan, "Taxation without representation." George Washington chose the capital location, which is on land granted by Maryland and Virginia. D.C. has 17 Smithsonian museums, including the National Air and Space Museum and the National Museum of African American History and Culture, all of which are free to visit. Giant Pandas. The National Zoo in Washington, D.C. is one of the few places in the United States where you may observe giant pandas. Marble for the monuments, the marble for the Jefferson Memorial, the Supreme Court, and the Lincoln Memorial come from the same quarry. Underground Capitol, a subway system beneath the Capitol building, serves only members of Congress and their guests. Cherry blossoms. Japan sent the tidal basin its iconic cherry blossom trees as a gift in 1912 as a symbol of friendship. The Washington Monument, erected in 1884, is the country's oldest federal monument. It is also the world's tallest obelisk, at 555 feet tall. Washington, D.C. is recognized as the spy capital of the world due to its high level of espionage activity. The Pentagon, located in Arlington, Virginia, across the Potomac River, is the world's largest office structure in terms of floor space. Uniquely created streets, the city was created by French architect Pierre L'Enfant and is notable for its broad streets and roundabouts, which were intended to improve traffic flow and aesthetics. First in war, first in peace, the statue of General William Tecumseh Sherman at Sherman Plaza is the first equestrian statue to depict a horse with all four hooves off the ground. The city's license plates contain the phrase, "Taxation without representation," in protest of its lack of voting representation in Congress. Washington National Cathedral took 83 years to construct and was finished in 1990. It is the sixth largest cathedral in the world. Historic U Street. In the early 1900s, the U Street corridor was known as Black Broadway and served as a cultural hub for African Americans in Washington. International food. D.C. is home to embassies from all over the world, which contributes to a diversified food scene that includes authentic cuisines from practically every region of the world. Washingtonians have the highest reading rate of any city in the United States, with more books and magazines published per capita. Ghost tours. D.C. provides ghost tours of Capitol Hill, which is said to be one of the most haunted structures in the United States. FDR Memorial. The Franklin Delano Roosevelt Memorial is the largest presidential memorial, covering 7.5 acres and incorporating 4 outdoor rooms for each of his terms in office.